existentialist philosophers, and I'm here to tell you about my new product, Existentialix. Existentialix is a set of multi-vitamins that have synthesized the ideas of all existentialist philosophers. Curious? Walk with me and find out more about it. Are you depressed? Lost in life? Alien? God? Did you just get out of a long-term relationship and are perpetually miserable? Or are you just plain tired of existing? Then Existentialix might be for you. Watch these scenarios and find out more. For example, maybe the teachings of Sartre are for you. Take a look.
Here's that drink for you.
Took you long enough.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, this isn't what I ordered. You should know that the customer's always right.
Oh, I'm sorry, this will never happen again.
It better not.
Oh, hello there. You look like you could use some help.
Yeah, I mean, who are you?
Oh, my name is Giles. I have a product called Existentialix, and I think it might solve all of your problems. Would you like to hear more?
All of my problems? Boy, would I.
Do you feel like you're being forced to reject your transcendence and embody your facticity, or being forced into the role required by your job? Do you feel like you're avoiding the anguish caused by your freedom, and are stuck in bad faith, and are forced to treat as though the customer is always right?
Yes.
Then the philosophy of Existentialist Jean-Paul Sartre may be for you. If only you had a copy of his seminal work, L'Être et le Néant. Not that you need to read it, but you could hit your manager with it. It's a big book.
So how does this work?
Well, Troy, you're in luck, because with me I have Existentialix. Just one pill will impart all of Sartre's philosophical knowledge into your brain, and you can recognize all the possibilities that are open to you through the nothingness of your consciousness.
Oh, wow, so you're telling me that all I have to do is take this multivitamin, and I can get out of living in bad faith, embrace the freedom of the nothingness, and recognize that my facticity doesn't define my transcendent being?
You got it.
You're telling me that I can be free?
Yeah,
Well, where do I sign up?
here you go.
You know what? I've realized that I'm free to say that the customer is not always right, and I'm gonna drink this drink. Your order is terrible.
Thanks, Sartre. Side effects of the Sartre pill may include developing Marxist tendencies, with the idea of freedom being co-opted to reinforce a neoliberal capitalist narrative to pull oneself up by your bootstraps. Or maybe the teachings of Camus are for you instead. Take a look. It's COVID pandemic. Ryan is sitting alone in her room, rolling up a marble up and down her leg, stuck to the TV, where all the news anchor can talk about is how the world is ending and the pandemic is years away from ending.
How am I to reconcile this? My early demise. Would it not be better for me to take my life by my own hand? If I have already committed philosophical suicide? Stuck inside this lockdown, without opportunities, without others, without anything to give me purpose in this meaningless life?
Boy, you look like you'd use some help.
Who are you?
I'm Giles, and I'm here to promote my new product, Existentialix. It can solve all your problems in life. Want to hear more?
Sure.
Are you stuck in the lockdown? Do you feel deprived of the company of your friends and family? Are you falling into a deep depression? Do you find that without the distraction of your 9-to-5 Sisyphean job, that there's no meaning for you in life? Well, taking this pill will impart all of Camus' knowledge into your brain. All you have to do is take this pill, and you will automatically be able to find meaning through the enjoyment of projects in this ultimate absurdity that we call life.
So you're telling me all I have to do is take this pill and I'll be able to reconcile my own joy and happiness with the absurdity of both the lockdown and life in general? You're telling me that I'll be able to find meaning in the small moments of life? Where can I sign up?
Right here.
Well, I'll have to volunteer at the hospital and do my part. Oh my goodness, it was so nice to catch up. I'm so glad you seem to be doing well in lockdown.
Yeah, you too. It was really nice catching up with you. I missed you.
Yeah, me too. Alright, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Sounds good.
Bye.
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 Thanks, Camus! Side effects of the Camus multivitamin may include becoming an edgy hippie, becoming a pretentious and obnoxious person at parties, and becoming a liberal capitalist apologist. If you are already a happy person, then Camus may not be right for you. Or maybe the teachings of Nietzsche are for you? Take a look! Behind me, we have a philosophical edgelord nerd and an evangelical Christian discussing the problem of evil. The evangelical Christian has been contemplating the existence of God, and they're facing an identity crisis of values and morals. We can look at this scenario and learn about how Nietzsche may help us.
And that is why God is dead. Welcome to being a lion.
Oh dang. How are we to console ourselves? The murder of all murders. All the objective meaning in my life has crumbled apart. I've just been a slave to Christian morality this whole time. Will I ever be able to evolve into a higher state of being? Will I ever be able to create my own values and move past good and evil?
Yeah, man. You wanna listen to some Joe Rogan? See, no, you just like don't understand, you know? Cause like everyone that doesn't listen to Joe Rogan, you know, they're like the camels like carrying around the
Boy,
bird
you look
and
like you
it's
could use some help.
Who are you?
My name is Giles, and with me I have a product called Existentialism that can solve all of your problems. Would you want to hear more?
Boy, would I.
So, this is something even better than the wonderful teachings of our Lord and Savior Joe Rogan. This is the philosophical teachings of Friedrich Nietzsche. Do you ever feel like you're being forced to conform to the master's ideas of what is right and wrong? Do you feel like do you feel the urge to revolt and be the judge yourself of what is right and wrong? Well, take this pill and you'll have all of Friedrich Nietzsche's philosophical knowledge imparted into your brain.
So you're telling me all I have to do is take this pill and I can stop succumbing to the master's idea of morality and I can lead a successful revolt against him? Where do I sign up?
Right here.
I can see it all so clearly now. Before it was a camel, a beast of burden to the slave morality of Christianity. In recognizing that God is dead, I metamorphosized into a lion. But such a life is still bound by morals of who I was as a Christian. Look at this stoner, living in self-pity, a pit of self-pity, unable to recognize that we can transcend morality altogether instead of blindly rejecting it and roaring at it, as this is still a form of enslavement. Finally, I can become a child and be at play yet again. I can create for myself my own values. I can take joy in this creation, and I can go beyond not just the part of just good and evil, but humanity itself. I'm not merely post-human. I'm merely postmodern. I am the Übermensch.
Thanks, Nietzsche! Side effects of the Nietzsche pill may include disappointing your parents, concerning your friends and family, and your ideas being prone to benefit Nazi propaganda. If those aren't for you, maybe the teachings of Kierkegaard are. Take a look! Bethany has been becoming aware of the emptiness within her life. She spends her free time attempting to distract herself by getting new followers on Instagram and finding those sweet brand deals. What an aestheticized existence. The pleasure of a new follower, her life reduced to the sensory experience of her profile.
I have 5 million followers on Instagram, all the money in the world, free passes to Disneyland, yet I can't seem to escape the anxiety of this freedom. Maybe I need God or something, though without all the organized religion BS.
Boy, you look like you need some help.
Who are you?
I'm Giles, and I'm here with my product Existential X. It can solve all your problems. Want to hear more?
Sure.
Do you feel lost in life? Are you tired of living superficially and finding your life tied to the aesthetic pleasures of the world around you? Do you want to have your own subjective faith and relationship with God without having to follow every order of the organized church and the ethical life of which the Christendom advocates?
So you're telling me that all I have to do is take this pill and I'll escape my anxiety? That I'll find meaning in my own beliefs regarding God and that I'll affirm my subjective truth?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
There you go.
My child, in order to prove your belief in me, you must break off your engagement and sacrifice your firstborn. Suspend the ethical, but the telos is the subjective truth.
Alex, I'm calling off our engagement.
Thanks, Kierkegaard! Side effects of the Kierkegaard pill may include being quoted by teenage evangelical pastors. You may also be incorporated into the very Christendom you rejected through the industrial individualization of religion. Do not take Kierkegaard if you're planning on using the teleological suspension of the ethical as an ideological weapon to legitimize participating in an insurrection on January 6th. Or maybe the teachings of Heidegger are for you. Take a look. Networking as communication with others, turning knowledge into useful curiosity without understanding. and even being indifferent towards an always looming death. The hustle culture is truly one of inauthenticity. It comes to see the world in the ontological terms of standing reserve, rife with idle talk, curiosity, indifference. Everything becomes a resource to them, whether it be others, knowledge, or even death. Can we overcome this alienation? Can we return to nature?
Dude, I'm so tired. I've only slept like 3 hours the past week. But if you checked out my LinkedIn profile, I made 50 new connections at this networking event yesterday. What amazing resources they are. Maybe I can finally get my new product off the ground.
You look like you could use some help. Who are you?
Are we connected on LinkedIn?
No. But my name is Giles, and I'm here to promote my new product, Existentialism. It can solve all of your problems. Want to find out more?
Yeah, man. Whatever helps turning my mindset into a grind set.
Do you feel like you're constantly trying to sell a different version of yourself in order to be successful in your job? Do you feel like you're constantly having to engage in idle conversation with your coworkers that you don't really mean and don't really enjoy? Are you tired of having to ignore your own impending mortality in the face of inauthenticity? Heidegger may be of help. Embrace living authentically through understanding, discourse, and angst. Maybe then you can contemplate your own being and authentically be docile. Here is a multivitamin that can impart all of Heidegger's knowledge into your brain. Want to try it?
Yeah, I can be concerned with my own being. Sign me up. Whoa! I can finally see what it is to be Dasein. Authentic being in itself. Being in the world. Being ahead of itself. I can finally see. I can see the inauthenticity of hustle culture. I finally know what it is to care. All roads lead to here, to death, but that doesn't mean that my actions don't have consequences. That they aren't important.
Thanks,
Heidegger!
Side effects of the Heidegger pill may include developing fascistic tendencies, betraying your philosophy mentor, and refusing to call yourself an existentialist. You may also scare your students by advising them to spend more time in graveyards. Last, but certainly not least, maybe the teachings of Dezso are for you. Take a look.
You should wear less makeup.
You should wear more makeup to cover up your imperfections.
You're getting on in years. You should think about having kids soon.
Stop dressing so scantily.
God, I hate men.
Boy, you look like you could use some help.
Who are you?
I'm Giles, and I'm here to promote my new product, Existential X. It can solve all your problems with men. Want to hear more?
Sure.
Do you ever feel like you're tired of being told what women can and can't do? Do you find yourself fed up with the imposition of strict gender norms? Do you just want to become a nun and swear off men for the rest of your life?
That sounds nice.
Well, taking this pill will impart all of Simone de Beauvoir's philosophical knowledge into your brain. She was an important member of second-wave feminism. Want to try?
Yeah. Down with the patriarchy. Thanks
David Beauvoir. Side effects of the de Beauvoir pill may include becoming a raging feminist. Consult your doctor if the philosophically revolutionary potential of the ethics of ambiguity is overlooked, as men relegate you to the position of only being able to account for the female experience while not taking your ideas seriously. Actually, don't consult your doctor. They will probably just say it's because periods. Now that you see the wonders that Existentialix can do for you, the only question left is, what are you waiting for? If you think Existentialix is for you, simply pick up the phone and you'll be connected to one of our many wonderful associates to order our complete set of Existentialix multivitamins. And if you call within the next 15 minutes, you can get a complete set of Existentialix multivitamins for the low price of your firstborn child, Isaac. Again, you can get the philosophical teachings of Camus, Kierkegaard, Nietzsche, Heidegger, Sartre, and de Beauvoir for the low price of your firstborn child, Isaac. That means eternal peace and happiness for the low price of your firstborn child. What are you waiting for? Call the number on your screen below.